Okay, step one of Eye of the Tiger. It's really exciting. I can't believe I get to do this today. Like, this is just, I don't know. I freak out like every time I get to do this. It's so much fun. So, I hope I'm not talking too fast. That's the adrenaline pumping. Okay, this is really crazy. Get a piece of paper and listen to this. Listen to this. And a pencil. Yeah, paper and pencil. We're writing stuff down. Isn't that exciting? I know it's not exciting. That's why I'm being a smart aleck here. But this is the thing. If you do this, you will be able to play Eye of the Tiger. If you can say it, you can play it. Copyright Ryan Ross, circa 2008. That was not my saying. I stole it from Ryan Ross. Now, we're going to write down 16th notes on your sheet of paper. 16th notes, when written in standard notation, look like this. 16th notes, okay? Or they look like this. Two flags on them, okay? Same thing. You could have a couple of those. But it's just easier if you group it like that. It's just easier to see what you're doing. So we're counting 16th notes. Where does 16th notes get their name? Well, if you have 4 beats, and every beat has 4 notes, 4 times 4 is 16. That's where we get the term 16th notes. And here's how we count them. Now, you count beats like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we need 4 things here, 4 things here, 4 things, etc., etc. All right? I'm going to move this over a little bit. I've run out of room. There. So if we're going to count 8th notes, which is 2 per beat, we would add an and we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now what we need to do is we need to take that and divide that by 2. So now in this space, we need 2 notes, and in this space, we need 2 notes. So we're going to do that by adding an E and an A. Now, at this point, start writing this down. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E, and those are 16th notes. Got it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 notes per beat. And I've realized I've made a mistake. All right, we need 2 of these. So write that down twice. I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to copy this. I guess if you're doing this on a computer, you could also cheat and copy. So there we go. 2 measures. Okay, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. That is 2 measures. Okay, what has happened? All right, the phrase, okay, that we're using for Eye of the Tiger, it's actually like 4 measures long, but we're just doing 2 measures for this video, and you'll get the gist of what's going on. And then you can use the Eye of the Tiger sheet to count the rest. So now I'm going to get blue here. It doesn't matter what color you use, but I'm going to underline the 1, 3, and 3, and. Okay. Now what is going to happen is we are going to count that and clap that. What do we count? What do we clap? Well, the blue underlined parts, you clap those, okay? You count everything. I'll give you a demonstration. Counting along. First of all, the way you say 16th notes is 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So say that. Ready? And 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Okay, now what we're going to do is you're going to say that 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and clap on all the underlined rhythm values, like 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. That's what you're going to do with me. We're going to count a lot slower. Okay? Ready? And 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. Faster. And 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. Let's go faster. And 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. Oh, I messed up. Ready? Okay, we're going to go faster anyway. Ready? And 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Ready to faster. And 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E, 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. That rhythm is going to be played on the piano, on the drums, on the bass, on the guitar. That dun, 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 dun. That's what you just played, okay? So you get that counting and clapping down, then look at the videos for each individual instrument, but don't do that until you're really, really solid with the counting and clapping, because not being solid with the counting and clapping will mess everything else up, okay? Maybe it's not as exciting as playing, but do that. When you get that down, and when you can do that as a group, if there's 2 or more of you right now, one person count 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a, the other person clap. And then switch. So try different things to make it more of a challenge, or to cooperate with other members of your band. You can all count and clap at the same time. Let me think. One person claps, the other person counts. That's probably the only variations I can think of. All right, get that down. Then watch the videos about the instruments.